Welcome to another episode of Pass or Play. This week we look at Borderlands 2. As always, I am Joseph and we're kicking this off quickly, so welcome to Pandora. Now, the Hyperion Corporation and Handsome Jack have come to tame the wilds and are searching for the motherlode of all vaults. Now, you have the choice of playing several characters depending on if you've gotten the DLC content or not, and those basics are the Commando, the Assassin, the Siren, and the Gunzerker, and if you've gotten the DLC content, you also have the Mechromancer and the Psycho. Now, upon choosing, you find yourself swept into a cutscene, and you are a vault hunter on your way to meet Handsome Jack, when, out of nowhere, comes a Betrayal 5. And for those of you who don't know, that is a Scrubs reference. The Betrayal 5 is the train you are on is blown up by Handsome Jack, and you meet probably the saddest and most delusional character of the game, Claptrap, a robot that is the brunt of most of the jokes in the game, and who you kind of feel sorry for as the story progresses. So let's break this down before I head out on my diamond pony, and I mean it is literally made of diamonds. So first let's break down the mechanics. The game UI, which runs your standard health shields and map, is the stable for many FPS platforms. While out of game, you have your inventory, quest log, and character sheet, giving it an RPG feel. Now, upon leveling, you are given 3 skill trees to choose from which to place your skill point. As well as by doing random things in the game, you also gain badass points, which can be turned in to buff many aspects of your character, such as recoil rate to critical strike. While this is a fun single-player game, I actually feel it lends better to the multiplayer, because the skill tree has abilities that are more fine-tuned to having 3 additional players. Likewise, the enemies in the game have a slightly below average AI, but to make up for it, they throw enemies at you as if you personally killed the game designer's father. While in multiplayer mode, however, you get the exact same amount of enemies, and you have 3 other people playing with you. So on to the transportation in Borderlands. Transportation is the key, and the Catch a Ride delivers, as it allows you to call forth one of many vehicles that can either shoot drill blades or missiles, and it also allows you to teleport back to your vehicle should you die. Now, Pandora also has all of the elements. It has the desert, the plains, and the tundra, so you will be spending a lot of time exploring and fighting your way through enemy respawns that make you feel like you're facing an enemy horde. Now, the last piece of the mechanics that I will touch on is what I feel is a minor setback, but it is the true randomization of weapons, because in the game each gun maker gives a gun a different ability, whether it be from rapid fire to increased zoom, and like any other FPS game you have sniper rifles, pistols, shotguns, rocket launchers, SMGs, and rifles. They all also have an element that can be randomized onto them, such as poison, incendiary, shock, or slag. So just with those few pieces, not including the other facts that the items can be common, uncommon, rare, epic, or legendary, you have quite a setup for randomization. So sometimes you'll end up all powerful, and sometimes you'll be hoping for a better gun. Now this also plays into your shields, as they work relatively the same way, and just give you an added protection, or perhaps a cool ability. When your shield breaks, it blows up any nearby enemies, or it may also allow you to hide and to recoup your shields. The graphics are probably the most unique thing about it. Now, most games try to get as close to realism as possible. This game, however, throws that right out the window at the start for a cartoon-like atmosphere, and the only thing it is missing is a gun supplier named Acme. Now, one of the nice things about this game is because of the cartoon feel, any minor graphical glitches don't take you out of the game, and even in the future it will look very nice, as the engine for it will hold, and should hold when you come back to it. The music in this game, while not forgettable, really has no drive. Only in the major plot moments does it actually come to the foreground. So most of the time it is just very subdued. Now, that being said, the commentary throughout the game, coming from old and new Borderlands characters and Handsome Jack, make up for the overall lack of memorable music due to their wisecracking and witty nature. So this is definitely worth playing. You will laugh with the puns and juvenile humor, you will rage with the respawns who come by the hundreds, and you will get joy from getting a good gun and beating all hell out of the respawns until they gain a level boost, and then you go back to raging. The game without the DLC has more than enough content to keep you busy for weeks, but add in the DLC and you have a game that has more content that you will know what to do with, so it's definitely worth a play. Now, this is Pass or Play. I'm Joseph, and thank you for watching. Also, because I can't help myself, Thunderclap!
suck. How's your day been, buddy? We haven't really talked much since I left you for dead. Hey, you think you'll freeze to death out there? No, probably not. Bandits will get you first. My day? Been pretty good. Just bought a pony made of diamonds. Yeah, because I'm rich. So, you know, that's cool. Goodbye. I'm racking my brain trying to think of a name for that diamond pony I bought. I was going to call it Piss for Brains in honor of you, but that just feels immature. Hey, maybe Butt Stallion? Nah, that's even worse. I tell you what, I'll give it some more thought. I should probably clarify. The diamond horse I've been telling you about, it's not a sculpture or anything. It's a living horse that actually happens to be made of... Well, yeah, actually, I'll go get her. Butt Stallion! Here, girl! Butt Stallion! Say hello. Yeah. Butt Stallion says hello.
Great! Now get me out of here before more bullymongs arrive. You still there? I don't hear bullymongs anymore. Kinda just waiting on you. Get me out of here. But please, take your time. Can't help but notice you're not getting me out of here. Maybe you're thinking, oh, Claptrap's such a strong and noble paragon of justice and skill, he can get out himself. Which, most of the time, you would be totally right about. But as it stands right now, I could use some help. And if you don't, I'm gonna have to pull out the big guns. I'll hit you with the silent treatment. See how you like that? Yep. Giving you the silent treatment.